do you like that, Horizon? That song wasn't...
I've done... I think it's gonna be pretty quick.
It looks quick.
And there's a speed camera just up the road.
I like what you're thinking.
The route's played in. Ándale, vamos.
This thing can move. Where did you come up with this idea?
It wasn't my idea. I mean, not entirely. When I was cleaning out the engine, I found scoring around the filters. My Papa Fernando had been widening them to improve the aspiration. He didn't have a turbo to put in.
But you obviously did.
Yup. Like it?
This is utterly stupid. I love it.
Just keep it on the road, okay? Speed cameras ahead. Go for it.
Got it.
That's it! Brilliant! You okay?
I think I left my teeth behind. I love this car.
You better go back and find them then. I'll call you soon. It's me again. You think you can get a bocho sideways? I've been playing around with the wheel angle. Meet me here if you want to get your drift on. I've also got an idea for an assault course. Let's meet here if you want to try that.
Hey, amiga. I've been reading the diary over and over. I think Lady Sydney's expedition came inland, but... No sé, it's hard to find the evidence.
Stay right there. I'm on my way.
Okay, we'll check out El Arco de Cabo San Lucas and see if it matches the book. Let's get there fast.
You read my mind.
By the Ark, looking out across the Pacific in the warm light of the setting sun. I don't see it. Huh. Well, Let's get some lunch and try back later in the day. Oh, I told you that was the best place to eat around here. Was I wrong? Aye. Okay, we need to get going. Can you get us to the beach before the sun sets?
You mean outrun the sun? Yeah, I think I can do that. Even with the extra helping of tres leches.
There it is! Right in the sun where the book said. Grab a picture of it.
Right, that is freaking me out. It's right there. How did we miss it?
The shadows were really deep just here earlier. Maybe we just didn't see it? But now I really want to see if we can find any more of these mysterious statues.
Hey, amiga. I've been reading the diary over and over. I think Lady Sydney's expedition came inland, but no sé, it's hard to find the evidence.
Stay right there. I'm on my way.
400 meters. Turn left. Turn left.
Ok, mira, escucha. Listen to this. El pueblo de Mulegé, un oasis tranquilo. If she made it to Mulegé, the expedition must have traveled upriver.
So, we follow the river.
I still can't believe this. I used to take the book to mi escuela and my teachers told me Lady Wolverstone's adventures were as fictional as Pedro Páramo or Sherlock Holmes.
So she never got any credit?
Never asked for any. She said she was writing stories for her grandchildren. But if they're true, her story deserves to be told. And you and I can prove it. Vamos, to Mulegé. Let's go. We can start in the center of town and move outwards. Lady Sydney writes that a local bruja, a wise woman, said the statues were only visible on certain days in the rain because they are statues of Tlaloc.
I still think it's the trees hiding it. But call me when you work out the next location, okay?
Haley called to ask about the promo shots, but when I told her about the diary, she said they could wait. Come pick me up. We need to go to Agua Azul.
Cool, I'll be right over.
200 meters. Turn left. Turn around when it is safe to do so. Calculating route. 400 meters. Turn left. Turn sharp left. Turn left. Arrived at your destination.
Ready to head for Agua Azul? Eso bien. We might get a little wet.
I'll keep the windows closed.
Okay, a ver. Okay, let me translate this part. Cool waters drops of agua azul quenched our thirst and inspired our hearts. In the heart of the blue water is where we found them.
Them? Are we looking for more than one statue, maybe? And in the heart of the blue water. What does that mean, I wonder?
So the question is, why was the diary of Lady Sydney Wolverstone published as fiction? She was really here. She really had aventuras all over Mexico.
Maybe she didn't want to be famous.
Or maybe she didn't think anybody would believe her. Muy bien. Keep heading west. Muy bien, ahí estás. We'll turn off the road near the waterfalls. Oh, the pictures are good. And you know, having pictures means no one can doubt us if we can find the statues again. Oy, this is big. I have our next lead. Meet me as soon as you can. And around, let me just say to do so.
calculated route. Turn around once you're safe to do so.
This is Horizon XS. Temperatures are rising here in Mexico. New hot season race events are live on a festival playlist. You superstars enjoy the perfect conditions. I'm gonna head out to my primo's place and stay cool in their swimming pool. Hey primo, if you're listening, it's been so long. You remember Angelica, right? Right?
I found more of Lady Sydney's papers, original drafts of El Camino. She made pencil sketches of formations that I recognize in the Valle de las Ranas, and she sketched one of the statues. Lead the way. Okay, so, they have fantastic creatures carved in rock. And she found the statue early one morning. And get this, it was after a rainstorm.
And this is another statue of Tlaloc. That is interesting. Let's see if we can find it.
El Valle is east of Guanajuato. Mira, let's go. Valle de las Ranas means Valley of the Frogs, so I always thought the stones looked more like fantastical creatures. And Lady Sydney did too. She got sketches in her book. Imagínatelo, imagine it. Explorers like Lady Sydney came all this way with nothing but ganas y un gran amor for the wilds of Mexico.
She sounds like someone I know.
Yeah. Yo? I shoot cars for the festival. You do all the work. And my ride is a lot faster than her wagons, no?
Yeah, we have slightly more than 1 horsepower.
Bueno, I suppose reading El Diario is one of the reasons I became una fotógrafa. I wanted to capture the same belleza she did. Today, the Valle de las Ranas is one of the natural wonders in Mexico. Lady Sydney definitely knew a marvel when she saw one.
But the guidebooks don't say anything about a statue here.
Meet me over by the coast when you have a moment. I want to introduce you to someone. Tell me, are you a fanático for lucha libre?
I am, yes. I watched loads of El Santo movies a while back.
What if I told you about lucha libre with cars?
I think that is the best thing I've heard all day.
Have it!
No, perdón, no hay tiempo para explicar. Just come and meet me.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 400 meters, turn right. Calculating route. Turn right.
It's loud. It's proud. It's Horizon XS.
Mira, I cross-referenced the final pages of the book with all the other pers I could find, and it's Ekbalam. It has to be. Lady Sydney Wolverstone's expedition headed south to Ekbalam. Ekbalam was only properly studied in the 90s, but we know very little about it, actually. In fact, researchers are divided on exactly how much of what we know about the Toltecs is historical and how much is Aztec legend.
So, why are we going to Ekbalam and not Tula?
Wolverstone's book doesn't call it Ekbalam, of course, but she describes a large group of buildings, perhaps 20 or more, and a large oval palace. And listen to this. 3 large statues of the sorts I have found in other places. 3?
I'm pretty sure I only saw 2.
No, that's not all. She also wrote, the 3rd largest of them in the same stone I have come to recognize lay to the south of the complex, only barely visible in the driving rain.
Let's get there before the rain stops then.
That's the first statue. Ekbalam was only properly studied in the 90s, but we know very little about it, actually. In fact, researchers are divided on exactly how much of what we know about the Toltecs is historical and how much is Aztec legend.
So, why are we going to Ekbalam and not Tula?
Wolverstone's book doesn't call it Ekbalam, of course, but she describes a large group of buildings, perhaps 20 or more, and a large oval palace. And listen to this, 3 large statues of the sort I have found in other places.
3? I'm pretty sure I only saw 2.
No, that's not all. She also wrote, the 3rd largest of them in the same stone I have come to recognize lay to the south of the complex, only barely visible in the driving rain.
Let's get there before the rain stops then.
That's the first statue. The building and... there it is.
It's been fun. Though I do feel there should have been a treasure at the end of it.
Bueno, maybe.
The treasure was the friends we made along the way.
Aha, you said that, not me.
So, that's that.
There's one more thing. According to the book, Wolverstone took a jade statue from the site, but lost it in a flash flood. Try and work out where that was. I'll call you as soon as I know.
Now I'm intrigued. Call me.
Ay, ay, ay. Hi there, Hall of Famer, eh? Woo! No time to explain. Vente ya. Come, meet me.
Thanks, Carmen. Is this about the book?
In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. 100 meters, turn left. In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. second exit.
Horizon XS.
You have arrived at your destination.
Ah, there you are. So I worked it out. Remember that flash flood? She was near an abandoned church along a river. And that has to be the Temple of Quechula. Ándale, vámonos. Drive. Claro. Head for the temple at Quechula. Lady Sydney has one more marvel to show us, and you're gonna show me how a Hall of Famer drives, no?
Wasn't the temple at Quechula flooded? I didn't bring my diving gear.
Ay, qué chistoso. Quechula is located on a floodplain, but after a long dry season...
The temple is accessible. I take it back. Let's go.
On the church? Oye, qué rápido! This church is 500 years old. It was built in the hopes that it would become the center of an important city, but never did. In 1966, the dam was built and the whole area flooded.
This is amazing. Like a final chapter of the book I never got to read as a girl. I hate to say it, but it feels like this belongs in a museum. I agree. But you know it won't be visible unless you go to see it at exactly the right time. You don't believe that, right?
Time to drift como los bochos. Meet me here.
There's a difference, I'm angry.
400 meters. Turn left. Turn left. In 400 meters, turn left. Turn right. 200 meters, turn left. Turn left. At the roundabout, take the first exit. At the roundabout, take the third exit. You have arrived at your destination.
Take a look at this. I like it. I don't understand why, but I like it.
Get in and I'll explain.
This thing can really move.
Right? I've got a route laid in for you. Go for it. You can stop now. I fixed the brakes.
That was fantastic. This thing can move.
It's really special, right? Just wait till you see what Papa Fernando did with it next. You're gonna like this assault course. If I ever finish setting it up.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 100 meters, turn right. Turn sharp left. Turn sharp left. You have arrived at your destination.
Hey, Alejandra. Oh, hey, Vocho.
I only changed the wheel angle and suspension a little. Okay, I changed the suspension a lot.
Can't wait to try it.
Let's start with a tour of Guanajuato.
I wonder if your Papa Fernando ever did this kind of thing.
Maybe even on these streets. Que triste. We'll never know. Don't worry about the tires, I have spares.
Let's start with a tour of Guanajuato.
Don't worry about the tires, I have spares.
I wonder if your Papa Fernando ever did this kind of thing.
Maybe even on these streets. Que triste. We'll never know.
proud.
Oh, Robert Glenn, how is he?
Oh, he's so...
Qué chido! Bring it in and let's get you those new tires. You look like you had fun with that. But wow, I'm really gonna need new tires.
Yeah,
I got a bit carried away. Don't worry about it. I've got loads of spares back at the shop. Talk soon. Hey, amiga. One more thing I want from the bocho. A photograph, so the memories last even longer than a Volkswagen Beetle. I can think of a couple of places. The place where Papa Fernando left it for us to find, or the Baja where he did all his off-road racing. What do you think? That's where this all started. Come and meet me.
Turn around. In 100 meters, turn left. 400 meters, turn left. Turn left.